just finished part 3, and now we're moving into part 4. So how do you know what you're going to get? So let's do a little bit of practice together. So remember we said that alleles are just written with letters, and if it's a capital letter, that means it's dominant. Lowercase letter means it's recessive. And if that capital letter is present, remember it is going to show up. Okay, so let's look at our options down here. In this scenario, we have two capitals, two dominants, both given by each parent. So there is no other option. The only eye color that's going to be visible here is brown. In this situation, we have two lowercase, two recessive alleles, and then it can't hide. That's the only option that's present. It can't hide. We're going to see blue. So now, what about if there's a capital and a lowercase, the dominant and the recessive? Think for just a second what that means. Does the recessive want to be seen if it can hide? No. If it can hide, it's going to stay hidden. And so then we end up with brown, even though that recessive allele is kind of hiding. So this is the reason why sometimes two parents could have brown hair and then you end up with blonde hair. Or same with our dog situation. You can't see that recessive allele hiding because it's not being expressed, but it is there. So, two new terms here. These are old words that we should remember from chemistry: homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homo, the prefix meaning same, and hetero, the prefix meaning different. So those two prefixes are still going to apply, but to these words, homozygous and heterozygous. So knowing the prefix, you already know a little bit about these words. We need to write this down. Homozygous is an organism that has two identical alleles for a trait. So either they're homozygous dominant or they're homozygous recessive. Two capitals or two lowercase. They are the same. Then we have heterozygous, which means an organism has two different alleles for the same trait. They have a dominant and a recessive. It doesn't matter that these are both the letter A and these are all letter A. It matters that the two alleles are both dominant, both recessive, making it homozygous, or they're different, a capital and a lowercase, a dominant and a recessive, making it heterozygous. These are important words to know. So in the next little bit during the week, we'll start talking about probability and how do you know and how can we predict what we're actually going to get. But we're not quite there yet. So make sure you have these terms written down, rewatch the videos if you need to. Your assignment based on this will be practicing dominant and recessive, identifying those, and then determining whether something is homozygous or heterozygous. So look for that practice. And please reach out to your teacher if you have any questions.